Hi, Flosstube.
Hi.
I'm Laura.
I don't.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
I see it is. Welcome back to all of our returning subscribers. Greetings, y'all, to all you new people. There's a subscribe button down there. Nudge. Oh, this is where we talk about cross stitch, because Flosstube. We stab fabric with pieces of floss to make pretty patterns.
Yep. Today's Monday, April 13th. Post-Easter Sunday.
Can I make my smarty comment I've been making all day?
What?
I wish before all this started I had some stock in Zoom.
Yeah, everybody's saying all that. We're still in the middle of...
And it was a fun program beforehand. And did you hear the funny way I described it to my mom? It's like how you would talk on the view screens in Star Trek meets the Brady Bunch.
Yes, Zoom has been relied on heavily during this social distancing outbreak.
Bull.
Hopefully you had somewhat of a decent Easter.
Half my coworkers Zoomed on yesterday.
Hopefully, yeah, got some Zoom time or some video call time with your family, because you probably weren't seeing them. We did a video Zoom call.
Yeah.
Anyways. Had some wild weather this week in Ohio. Tuesday night at about 11:45. Woke up to hail hitting the windows and the house shaking. And
no, I didn't wake up to the hail. I woke up to the fact that I was in the office and I was wondering if I was still attached to the rest of the house.
You were still awake. I woke up to hail hitting the windows and the house shaking because the winds were so strong. There was a tornado south of us. I'm pretty sure we got some winds off of that. I can tell you we got some winds off of that. Thursday it snowed.
I had to scrape my car off to go to work.
We had some winds today, and we're looking at snow this week. Mother Nature, I'm going to need you to calm down while we deal with your problem child with COVID. The end. There's something on the porch across the street. I can see it out the window.
Yeah, that's somebody. Sure.
So it has been a wild weather week, in addition to social distancing. Now we talk about who we've got love from.
Let me see. We got Andrea, Glenna, Bridget, Lynn, Cindy, Apple, and MJ.
That was kind of a quick read.
Okay, I'll repeat it then. Andrea, Glenna, Bridget, Lynn, Cindy, Apple, MJ. Because you didn't catch it the first time.
And everybody sent me birthday wishes.
Yay!
So thanks, guys. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Thanks for the love. I enjoy shouting out our commenters. I got the idea from Minnie Gray. And I think it's good. I think it's fun. It's different. Because you get to recognize the people that watch your videos and talk. And comment on your videos and interact with you on your videos. So, let's move on to whips. Yay! Whips!
Little bit of work. Little bit. This is Hyrule, the Zelda Light World map. It is on Hyundai by the Slovak Farm. Link effective morning, 18 count.
Didn't you work on...
I got a little bit more in here done. And I'm actually not done for once.
Yeah, it's across the room, though.
It is?
Oh, got it.
I only brought what I needed. I did a little bit of work on Ink Circle's Dragons of Sumatra. I got like maybe one line done. One of these, this thing done. Right here. That's about it. My bug has been a little.
And that's on.
I don't stress stitch. I actually can't stitch when I'm stressed.
And that's on 16 count thunderstorm by Picture This Plus.
What she said. And now is just the part where I'm commentary for this video.
Thanks, dear.
You love me.
I do. So it was Easter week in Daily 30. Daily 30 is a challenge group that is a closed group. They do not have openings. There is not a wait list. If there are ever openings, I will let y'all know.
I hate to break it to y'all though. Everybody likes it, so they're not leaving.
Yeah, most of us are having fun. She'll apparently assumes that we are bored in COVID quarantine, even those of us that aren't in COVID quarantine. 500 stitch count week this week. Let me tell you, that was something.
Well, technically, you had 2 weeks to do it.
No. Well, yeah, we technically had 2 weeks to do it. We had last week and this week.
And what was last week's stitch count?
Last week's stitch count was 500 stitch count week.
Before that, the one before that.
It was 300.
That was just out to about 4.
Well. Anyways. Easter week in Daily 30. Oh, and Myth and Magic Stitching Wars lasted a whole whopping 11 days before we got a winning clan. The Pixies won again. Yay, Pixies. They're our friends. We were out Thursday morning. We got bombed. We're like, oh, we can't do this. And then Dragon Lore is over. Also, Dragon Lore ended on Friday. Dragon Lore ended on Friday because it was us and the Centaurs, and we kind of said, there's no way we can win this because they just keep hitting us and we heal and they hit us and we heal. So we said, we're done. We surrender. And finally, I think on Saturday night, they acknowledged that the Centaurs won. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not questioning the whole situation. Dragon Lore had a few hiccups because there were supposed to be 4 admins and there were only 2. So even with all of their hiccups and it being new, it was a good game. It was a good game. So let's talk about what I stitched on now that we're how long into this?
I think we'll call this season of Dragon Wars beta testing.
Yes, we were in Dragon Lore's beta. So for Easter week we had to stitch on our oldest whip. If you want to know the details on all of the prompts, go and watch last week's plans. So we had to stitch on our oldest whip. This is my oldest whip. It is from November of 2010.
I thought you had it longer than that.
Nope, I bought it Christmas before we bought the house.
Oh. She's had it for so long, I don't remember her not having it.
I put 527 stitches into this bloomin' angel.
How much control did that take?
What?
To say blooming.
Actually, none. I think the other word I might have chosen was bloody angel, but I didn't think bloody was probably a good word to describe angel.
Actually, you might hit a censor in the UK. Somebody in the UK might call that censorship. I don't know. Even in the UK, is bloody actually considered a curse word? I don't know.
But so we have. There's some blue over here, and obviously I have to finish down in here. I'm getting there. 500 stitches was good work on this.
Hey,
there was
honey,
a little,
considering the fact that not a couple months ago was a green blob.
Yeah.
That's good work. Get her done. Get all of it done. Get your unicorn done.
This is not my unicorn. The blue and the green. They were like 1 stitch apart from each other, and they were supposed to touch. I have fixed it down in through here. I need to fix it up in here. I fixed it down and through here. So there's one extra row in this, but I don't care. You can't tell.
Then why do you tell them?
I don't know, because... And it got me extra stitches on it. I don't know. Sounds good. Anyways, okay, so then we had to stitch on something that was egg-shaped. And we had to figure out how to fit my new start for my birthday into Easter week prompts. So, don't those little decorations on her dress look like eggs?
Here. I'm trying to let it focus in.
I say those little decorations on her dress look like eggs.
Yep. You're welcome, by the way.
Yep, Joe came up with that one.
My other suggestions would have... Cheryl would have found it funny. I don't know the other people she has working there. I know she would have found it funny, though. But I'm not going to say it because YouTube algorithms.
Yeah. The Nativity Angel is done on kit fabric because it was a Janlin kit. This is done on 28 count. Hand dyed by the Slovak Farm. Black ice. And 509 stitches. Got her hair done. So, that's my birthday start.
So she's ready for the ball then. You got her hair done.
I got her hair did. She got her hair did. We're using this for a prompt this week, so it goes bang. Then we had to stitch on the project that we have shown off the most. Uh-oh. I believe I put cardinal points away.
Where?
In the trunk.
Okay, sorry, buddy. I know you just got up there. Give mommy grief.
Sorry. We had to stitch on the whip. Our whip that we have shown off the most. I have shown off Ride for Singing. I don't know how much.
A zillion times.
And I also use this for what we stitched on the most in the month of March. It should be in the one of the two gray and red bags. So this got the most stitches in March, so I used it for 2 prompts. So I did 515 stitches on it for shown off the most prompt, and 505 stitches on it for most stitches prompt. And that's upside down. And we have a horse tail done. Jimmy! I have 1 row on the very bottom and a little bit of back in here left on the bottom. This is on 14 count silk weavers pink champagne.
Would you like to know what that looks like right now?
On that. What?
It looks like somebody's printing the horse and ran out of ink.
Yeah, well.
Me.
Save the mindless fill-in for last, because you never know when you're going to need it. I'm using this for a prompt this week. Yeah, quick. We had to stitch on something that
What?
Lady of the Flag on the arm of the table. On the arm of the chair. On the arm of the couch. Thanks, love you. I had to stitch on something that we could use. Lady of the Flag.
No, make sure you don't want to do this one.
No, I don't want. I don't want anything else. I'm totally not editing that out either.
Don't edit this out either. If I have to get up one more time, you are.
We had to stitch on something that we could use for building a nest. And there's all kinds of sticks and twigs and plants and whatnots over there. What are you looking for? It's over here.
Oh, so you had the picture.
Yes. So I did cardinal points for my nest. Cardinal points is stitched on 18 count, hand dyed by the Slovak farm, Cleveland Fog. I did 530 stitches on this, which was what? The bird and the flower the bird is sitting on.
Bird, bird, bird. Birdie is the word.
My beautiful bird. I really love this. I need to stitch on this more. Okay. And then we had to stitch on our most popular project. I have lots of projects that are popular. There's a whole group devoted to stitching Lady of the Flag. I think there's 2 groups devoted to stitching Lady of the Flag. Maybe more. So I pulled out Lady of the Flag. She needed love. I haven't given her love lately.
And you decided to go with the Greek drama mask? That's what it looks like.
And I decided to stitch on her dress, her shoulder dress, and then go up into her face, and she looks a little creepy.
Oh, I know what that reminds you of, but I don't think anybody in that list watches this will get it.
She is stitched on 32 count, hand dyed by the Slovak farm in For Your Thoughts. And I did 528 stitches on her. That completed Easter week in Daily 30. The April monthly, like I told you guys, I told you guys last week. We are stitching on puddles. We're making puddles, so we're supposed to stitch 500 stitches on whips that have water. We can do up to 10. 5 or more gets us an advantage next month. Thus far, I have gotten 4 puddles done. I did my 4th puddle on my first block of Shores of Hawkhorn Hollow. Can I just... The color choices used for the Hawkhorn Hollow patterns confuses me. Why are the rocks blue? Why are the rocks blue? Why are the bird's eyes blue? They confuse me. So I've made some changes.
In all honesty, as a guy who used to live by the shore, I ain't ever met a blue rock.
I've made some changes along the way. Also, my son is not going to have a face because I just don't like sons with faces.
Were you burned as a child? Pun intended.
Multiple times. This is stitched on 32 count, hand dyed by the Slovak farm in... Yes, this is Cleveland Crud.
Yay, I remembered! And if you watch this for a long time, you know how bad my memory is.
Yes, this is Cleveland Crud.
Do you have much left on that?
I have a big piece of fabric because I am doing multiple blocks individually. Like, to do the whole thing, you need a big piece of fabric, but I'm doing multiple blocks individually. I'm not doing all of the blocks. No, I don't have much left on it. What? I have 2 birds left, the sun, fill in the water, and the border. Again, I'm going for the stuff that I can leave the mindless fill to last. So, this got 500 and, well, it got 331 stitches last night. We're up to 529 stitches total on it. But I only counted 331 stitches in last week's stitch count totals. So that was my stitching for the week. This is going to get pulled out for a project this week. So all total last week, I stitched 3,445 stitches, and I am exhausted. I am. That was a big stitchy week.
Annie? You could just veg on the couch.
I could.
If you need a break. Well, I don't know. Actually, no, you are getting. Wow. Saturday, I don't know how much stitching you're going to get in. You're going to be busy.
Anyway, it was a busy stitchy week. Stitchy week? It was a big stitchy week.
For you.
For me.
My bug got.
That's the whips for this week. No finishes. Moving on, because I have haul. Haul, y'all. I have one thing of haul. My silks for you, silk of the months. Silks came. Aren't they pretty? Greens and browns. Very lovely.
So you're doing a forest?
Maybe. I realized with my shores, I need to pull out an outline color for my son. And there's a chance I'm going to pull out one of the silks for you silks that's laying. I have some floss laying down here. Probably just gonna use my next. Because that's how I roll. That's all the haul. Like, literally, that's it. Silks for you. In less than a minute segment of haul. I feel like I should say something else. Plans. You have no plans.
I have plans on Friday. And part of the reason why I'm not doing much stitching is I am DMing for my D&D group. Dungeon Master and Game Master. It's a lot of work. Especially when 3 out of the 4 people who are playing, I think if you added the time these 3 have played together, they would be that age would be at risk for COVID. Because all 3 of them have played for 20 years.
Well, there you go.
So it's a lot of work. So I haven't had much time, and that is brain draining.
Drain the brain. Okay. Well, Friday we got our new weeklies from Daily 30. And it's Diamond Week. We're celebrating the birthstone of April. The diamonds.
Can I stitch a diamond sword? From Minecraft?
Sure.
I should go look for one now. And show it to Cheryl just to make her laugh.
It's my birthstone month, so. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
You ain't getting your birthstone for your birthday, sorry.
True story.
Because you'd kill me if I spent that much money on your birthday present.
True story.
Especially when my taste in jewelry sucks. I've only been good at it once. It was the only time a guy has to be good at it.
Yes, sir. Okay, well. So, for Diamond Week. Around 1.5 million diamond nanoparticles can be found in the candle of a flame. But you can't extract them from the flames, from the candle's flame. So there's that. We are to stitch on something with a candle or a flame. I am stitching on Lady of the Flag because she is holding a big old torch. You can't see my hand. In 2007, the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics announced they discovered a 11 billion trillion
6, 9, and 9.
good grief carat diamond in the sky called Lucy. The star was named after the Beatles song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and it is located 50 light years from Earth. The planet's core is made of oxygen and carbon, which has crushed itself into a crystalline form. 75% of the... I skipped one. 75% of the planet is pure diamond. We are to stitch on something that we have 75% completed on. Right for singing. I could do a couple other projects, but right for singing. Let's go back to the one I skipped. Diamonds are considered to be one of the hardest natural materials known to man.
Considered?
A diamond is up to 58 times harder than anything else you will find in nature. The only object that can cut through a diamond is another diamond. Stitch on a whip that is most similar to another whip you are working on. I picked Santa House because I have several projects that have buildings, and several projects that are winter, and several projects that are fantasy, and yeah, it works out well. Diamond's weight is measured in carats. The word carat is derived from keratin, the Greek name for the carbon, carbon, C-A-R-O-B.
What is it?
C-A-R-O-B. Carob tree.
Don't even know.
Whose seed was used for centuries as a standard for weighting precious stones. 1 carat is equivalent to 0.2 grams or 0.007 ounces. We are to use orange floss to stitch something. I don't have anything with orange floss. Probably will be doing alternate stitches. So it is. The first known use of a diamond engagement ring took place in 1477 when Archduke Maximilian of Austria gave Mary of Burgundy a gold ring featuring an M spelled out in diamonds. Stitch on a piece with the letter M. That's what we're using Shores of Hawker and Hollow for, because it's got 2 M's in it. To produce a single 1 carat diamond, 250 tons of earth needs to be mined, which is a testament to just how precious and rare diamonds are. They're not very rare, actually. There's a lot of diamond material in the earth.
It's usable for gemstone.
It's called marketing. Put stitches into your most precious whip. We determined that my most precious whip is Belle. Because she's my favorite princess. I guess she would be precious because she was...
Ask the Beast. Ask the Beast how precious she is.
And the chart and the flosses and the beads were a gift to me. So, there you go.
And it's also your birthday, Sal, so let's go around and around why that thing's precious.
Ancient Romans and Greeks believed that diamonds were precious tears cried by the gods or splinters from fallen stars. Stitch on a whip that was so wonderful it almost made you cry, or that you fell for it the first time you saw it.
It actually was easier for me to pick this out than her, and I thought that was funny.
Joe instantly said Lord of the Rings.
Actually, the video instantly said Arwen and the Aragorn guy.
And that guy. That you're obsessed with.
That you would probably dump my ass for.
Maybe.
He's hot, he has money, and he's learned to be very nice.
Anyways. And I wouldn't stand a snowball's chance in hell with him. So there you go. But yes, that is my most wonderful, because everything about it is wonderful.
She heard about it and bought it.
I literally got told about it and bought it. Well, it's Lord of the Rings, and it's Aragorn and Arwen.
It is okay. Look here. She broke a golden rule of hers. She swore she would never do a full coverage, and then when she saw that pattern, she had to go buy it.
Okay.
And then immediately kitted it out. Next.
And the final prompt is the bonus prompt, and that is to stitch on something that we are stitching in metallics. And we all know I decided to do Miss New Year's Fairy in all metallics. So we're gonna do that.
You ready for Joe's random information of the day?
What?
Did you know it rains diamonds in Jupiter?
Yes, I did.
I don't know.
Shine bright like a diamond.
I'd rather go get a mag light.
Diamonds are girl's best friend. I could go all day. Okay, so if you don't know, I spit song lyrics out just randomly for a lot of things. It's a weird.
I
thing
never
that I have.
used to use song lyrics until we got together.
There's a stray cat that has been hanging around our house for the last 2 weeks, and is driving our semi nuts. And guess what's outside right now? That's plans for the week.
No announcements.
No announcements.
So, outro?
Yes.
This is how we roll. We're about as organized as cats. And it could be much, much worse. You could be stuck with nothing but me to deal with for all day, every day. No other human companionship. I can see the gray hairs forming. I love you. Let me see. My spiel is, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, like, favorite, share, comment, bell notification, because YouTube stinks. You know, all that beautiful YouTubers everybody tells you footage. Actually, from a couple of videos I've been watching, a lot of YouTubers have been on this kick about how many subscribers they have versus how many views, and they need more people to subscribe. I've actually heard it's YouTube encouraging them to do it.
Well, I know, we can't do community posts or go live if we don't have
I
1,000
think you need a silver
subscribers.
button in order for them to start bothering you like that.
What?
I think it's 100,000 or 250,000.
I don't know, but if we want to go live or post community posts, we need at least 1,000 subscribers. And I know this because there are other YouTubers who have verified this for me. I'd like to get up to that point so that we could post community posts or go live with a stitch with me if we want, but you know.
Tell your friends, make them subscribe.
Yes. That's all.
Okay.
We will see you guys next week.
Bye. And next week we'll have a friend.